So today's video is going to be a meal prep video, but this is going to be hopefully another quick meal prep for people who are super busy, because that's what I am. I'm not even bothering my, hair is up, glasses on, no makeup, very old sweatshirt that I love. I'm in sweatpants. Today is a busy work day for me, but even though it is a work day, I need to not only eat healthy today, but I have to be ready to prepare myself for the rest of the week in order to have healthy meals. And I'm really hoping that taking some extra time to get everything ready for myself for the week is going to help me save some time later on. So we're going to be making a few fun things today. We're going to be making some blueberry muffins that are only 1 point. We're going to be making a pasta dish, pesto pasta with chicken and sun-dried tomato, and we're making the pesto from scratch. I'm going to be making some chicken to prepare for wraps, as well as a Chinese chicken salad later on. Going to grill up some bacon, and we might even be making a little peanut butter dip. So let's get to it. Okay, so I'm going to start with a little marinade for my Chinese chicken salad. So if you would have seen in my grocery haul, I think 2 weeks ago, I saw and I discovered that there's this Walden Farms 0-calorie dressing. There's like a bazillion of them actually at my grocery store. So I tried the sesame ginger one because that just sounded good. So I just have in a little baggie a couple of chicken tenderloins, just 3 I think, or maybe 2. And I am just going to marinate it basically all day, because right now this is still early in the morning. So it smells really good, by the way. I'm kind of skeptical because it's 0 calories. But hey, I like Diet Coke and that's 0 calories. So maybe this will be good too, and maybe it's worth a shot. So I'm just going to set that in the fridge until it is ready to go. But while it is still going, I am also going to just cook up this entire thing of Appleton Farms center cut bacon. I get this center cut bacon at Aldi's, and you guys know I absolutely love this bacon. So this bacon is 2 points for, or I'm sorry, 1 point for 2 whole slices. Now, I always cut my bacon in half. Honestly, it is just a family tradition. Because my mom does it, and she just feels like it could fit in the pan better. So you'll see. Oh, ignore my thread. That's from my sewing on my thing. Yeah. Anyway, so we always cut it in half so they look like this when it is all done, and it's just habit to make the bacon fit better. So I actually made an executive decision to change the snack that I was going to make. So I decided not to make the creamy peanut butter dip, because I actually really wanted to do some grapes with sugar-free jello, because those are amazing. So here you just see I just plucked all the grapes off the vine, rinsed the grapes. I've only ever tried it for green grapes because those are just what was on sale and what was at Aldi's. Then I just have a big plastic bag. You can see I didn't quite let it drain. There's still water dripping, but oh well. So it's not like fully dry or anything. Then I have a packet of sugar-free jello. This is just the strawberry because it was what it was available. I dropped it, of course, because I drop everything. I really want to try the watermelon flavor, and I also want to try like different types of grapes. So I sprinkle a little bit in at a time, and then just kind of mix it around and let more water fall off of it. And then I will just slowly add it to try to get everything coated together. And I'm giving it one final good shake to try to get everything all mixed together. And then this will be ready for snack, and I'll pop it in the freezer. Okay, so next thing, I am going to make these 1 point blueberry muffins. This is a recipe from the WW Pound Dropper. And all you need is 1 egg, 1.5 cups of the Kodiak Cakes Protein Pancake Power Cakes mix. Apparently there's different flavors. I just got the buttermilk kind because that just sounded like the best version. A teaspoon of baking powder, a half a cup of unsweetened applesauce, a half a cup of water, um, and it says give or take depending on the batter consistency. And I didn't really know what the batter consistency was supposed to be. And then also they say a half a cup of 0 point granulated white sugar substitute. And so I just had a bag of basically like Aldi's version of Splenda. So that's what I used. And then a large egg and then 3/4 of a cup of fresh or frozen blueberries. So you could see I have the egg, I have the water, I have the applesauce, and now I am adding the sugar substitute. Oh, by the way, I read this after the fact and I might actually try these again. Because if you use the like regular white sugar instead of the sugar substitute, they're just 2 points instead of 1 point. And so I might consider trying these again just because it would just be nice to have some regular sugar too in it. So you mix the egg, water, applesauce, and sugar all together into making a little mixture. Okay, so next you'll add some of your drier ingredients. So like here is the baking powder. Does anybody else always get baking powder and baking soda confused? Like I have to double check a million times to make sure I'm using the right one. And then here are the Kodiak cakes that I will be added to it. Yes, so 1.5 cups of this. And then you just mix it all together. So this is what the batter was looking like, and I really didn't know if it was supposed to be like this dry and this hard. So I just decided to add a little bit extra water. So it was probably like maybe like 1/4 of a cup, maybe. Um, yeah, actually, probably ended up being 1/4 of a cup because in the directions she does say give or take depending on the batter consistency, and I just wanted the batter a little bit looser. Okay, now we add some fresh blueberries. These were on sale and I was so excited about it. So I'm just trying to gently fold the blueberries in because I don't want to crush them or like mush them too much. I want them to be all nice and pretty and whole in the muffin tins. Alright, now I am ready to scoop out some muffins. So thank you to this lovely subscriber who suggested using these ice cream scoops to make it not so messy. As you could see, this is so much nicer for me to be able to scoop, and plus it's faster. So I really appreciate all your suggestions. You guys are truly helping to make me like a much more confident little cook or cook wannabe in the kitchen. So I'm able to fill these pretty full. You'll see me later on. I will have to steal some batter from some of the bigger muffins just to make all 12 of them, but they look pretty full. Okay, so now I am going to start on cooking. This is much later in the day. So I am just measuring out the pasta. This pasta dish that I'm going to be making is really, the serving size and the points are really going to depend on what brand you guys use. So I am using this whole grain rotini pasta, and for every 2 ounces it is 5 points. And so you see I got basically 6 ounces, so, and I wanted to make 3 servings, so the pasta is going to be about 5 per 5 per serving. And then I'm making the sauce. So this is the sauce, the pesto sauce that I'm making is a recipe straight off of Weight Watchers. So here I am roasting the pine nuts. I'm trying to roast the pine nuts. So it was just over medium heat and I was just kind of shaking the pan to make it. Then you could see my little fresh basil leaf in the back corner. So I am taking 2 cups worth of fresh basil and putting it in this little blender, as well as a couple of cloves of peeled garlic. Then I am adding the kind of toasted pine nuts. I don't know if I did a good enough job. I was too, like, honestly, my pan started to smoke a little bit, and so I was kind of nervous. So I got those out of there. So I don't know if those were as toasted as it should have been. And then, great camera angle, Amy, just going right there. Here is 1 tablespoon of the extra virgin olive oil. Okay, now I am measuring out and going to add some chicken broth to this mixture. It is half a cup of chicken broth. Alright, then I have a quarter of a cup of Parmesan cheese, except for the little ones that escaped, that I am adding to it. And then I am just twisting the top off. Now I am not super comfortable with this, well actually with any blender. For whatever reason, they intimidate me. So I am trying to screw this on and make it blend. And there it goes. I'm helping it out, shaking it. Oh, I'm so sad. It actually is a really pretty color in real life. And I don't know if the camera picked it out. It's this really bright, pretty green. It looks different in real life. Maybe the color is a little off or something. But anyway, so here it is, the pesto sauce. Alright, so I have 2 bowls of chicken. So what I'm doing is I am just adding some seasonings. So this chicken is going to be for different reasons that I have it. So one chicken, the one that I am currently pouring this cowboy rub on, this is going to be for some other wraps. So earlier you saw me make center cut bacon. So I'm just going to be seasoning up some chicken breast that I just cut up and put into a bowl, and that's going to be for wraps with the cowboy. So it has garlic, onion, and cowboy. And then this back one over here that has some more chicken, this is just kind of like I'm trying to make a little bit more Italian for the pasta. So it has basil, oregano, garlic, onion, parsley. Oh yeah, here's the oregano going into it. So I'm just trying to season it up, then I'll mix it up. You could already see I have some pans going on that are ready and my water is boiling. So I just used this grill pan because I figured it was big enough so I could kind of separate it. So I am just going to be cooking up these different chickens for the different purposes. So wraps for lunch and then chicken to add to my pasta. I am adding a little bit of salt to the pasta water. Alright, in this front pan, I have just added some mushrooms because I wanted to add a little bit of vegetables to this dish. And then I was so excited to get a packet of sun-dried tomatoes. So actually, this meal prep I usually like to do on Sundays, but I'm doing it on a Tuesday because I had to order these sun-dried tomatoes on Amazon. So if you get them in the packet, you're supposed to get them in the packet for 0 points. Because if you get them in the jar, which is what the only ones I could find, they're packed in oil, so they cost points on Weight Watchers. So I wanted it to be 0 points. So I have them in a pan, olive oil spray, so it'll be 0 points. And then I just am adding salt and pepper, and I'm just going to mix these around and kind of warm them up and mix all the flavor. Doesn't the red sun-dried tomatoes, don't you think it's going to look so good in this dish? Alright, so back to the pasta. So everything is kind of sizzling away, adding the pasta to the frying pan. So now most of the chicken is ready, and because it's just chicken, I'm just leaving it dirty because I'm just going to cook more chicken in. So I sprayed it, and then I'm going to add some chicken. So here's the chicken that I marinated with the sesame ginger sauce. Alright, and while I was doing that, I pulled the muffins out. Don't they look so tasty? Oh, gross. It's so weird to go from muffins to raw chicken that's cooking. Alright, but here is the chicken for the wraps, and here is the chicken and the mushrooms, the other chicken, the chicken, mushrooms, and sun-dried tomatoes,
all ready to go. And now I am measuring out the pesto sauce that I made. So for 1 tablespoon, it's 1 point. So I am going to be measuring out, I think it is 6 tablespoons. So it would be 2 points. So basically the pasta, to make 3 servings, the pasta will be 7 points on the blue plan. Alright, so I stirred all the pasta in the sauce, and then I am just adding the mushrooms, chicken, and sun-dried tomatoes. And it's really not a saucy dish, but we'll see if the flavor comes out. I'm hoping that it'll still have a lot of flavor, but whew, look at the steam coming off. So you could see this is actually a lot. Maybe I'll make more than 3 portions, but here it is. As is, it would be 7 points per serving for 3. And then the chicken is all done, and that's it for meal prep.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I did have a little bit of switch that I hope you got, well, that you guys noticed. Instead of doing the peanut butter dip, I did the grapes because I was actually really excited about doing that, and I realized I don't think I've shown you how to do the really simple thing. So this was a little bit more scattered, and I'm sorry, but I hope you were able to follow along. Hopefully next week I will have a more traditional meal prep, not trying to jam it all in, doing so many things at once. But if you like these videos, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I will say thank you guys for watching me and my crazy hair and my video that was a little all over the place. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.